Crown Jewel is just a couple days away, and these are my official predictions. Before we get started, though, make sure to subscribe and hit that button for notifications. We're trying to post every day here, so come, be a part of it. Now let's talk wrestling. We currently have 5 matches confirmed for Saturday's Crown Jewel. I can't see them adding another match between now and then. We do have a SmackDown on Friday beforehand. That's our last show, our go-home show before Crown Jewel. There aren't any stories that are worthy of a PLE that aren't already happening on Friday. Like we have Aleister Black against Damian Priest already happening on Friday. And we also have the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits happening on Friday Night Raw, or Friday Night SmackDown, sorry. So I don't see them adding anything between now and then. So we're just going to go with the 5 matches that we already have. That being said, our first match is the Tribal Chief against the Tribal Thief. Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight. You know, the match that Bronson Reed is famous for. You know, we all know Bronson Reed because of his Australian street fights. It's what got him into the WWE. I remember when I was a kid and I was like, Bronson Reed is the best Australian street fighter in all the land. No one is better. I was like, someday he'll end up in WWE and maybe they'll give him an Australian street fight because that's what we all know him for. WWE, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why? Just tell me why. Next month you'll be in San Diego. Will there be a San Diego street fight? Next year, when you take WrestleMania to Vegas again, is it going to be a Las Vegas street fight? It probably will be, to be fair. After that, you're going to take WrestleMania to Saudi. Is it going to be a Saudi street fight? Why do you do this, WWE? Why? So we have Roman Reigns against Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight. I think, honestly, this match is probably the only one on the card that I can see going either way. I think Bronson Reed needs it, especially considering how he took the loss at Clash in Paris against Roman Reigns. I think he needs this win. Whether it be because Braun Breaker interferes, whether it be because Jey Uso turns on Roman, maybe. I don't think that'll happen, but I do think Bronson Reed gets the win here. I think he does it with the help of Braun Breaker. I think there might be a point of the match where Jey Uso interferes first to help his cousin Roman. Then Braun Breaker comes out of nowhere. Boom, spears Roman. They kind of double team Roman in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Kind of setting up also a match for Survivor Series War Games between those two teams, right? So yeah, my official prediction, Bronson Reed takes this, probably with some interference from Braun Breaker. It's going to be an exciting match, though. Our next match on the card is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. The build to this match has been really fun. I don't see a scenario in which Rhea Ripley loses in Australia, especially considering the whole dynamic right now between the Kabuki Warriors, where Asuka's kind of being a bully to Kairi, and Kairi doesn't really want to fight Io because Io is still her family. I think, considering the two main eventers, the powerhouse that is Io Sky and Rhea Ripley being on the same team, and it being in Australia, my official prediction is that Io Sky and Rhea Ripley go over. Maybe because Kairi refuses to fight, maybe Kairi turns on Asuka. That would be really interesting. It'd be a little quick, but I do see them going that way eventually. So maybe this is the way they go. Ultimately, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley take the win, and everyone's happy because it's Australia and it's Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley wins in Australia. We then have our first of 2 champion versus champions match for that really, really ugly belt, the Crown Jewel belt. Oh, they get a ring now, though, I guess. Stephanie Vaquer against Tiffany Straton. I do not see a reason for Tiffany Straton winning this match. Stephanie Vaquer has to win this match 100%. She's the new champion. She needs to kind of establish herself as this champion. Tiffany's had the belt for a while, right? Like, we know she can go. She's defended it successfully, clean a few times. I think Stephanie Vaquer needs to win this match. This match is going to be really good. They're both really great. The build that they're trying to make for this match is a little clunky. There is a tag team match on Friday between Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton versus Julia and Kiana James, which is like the whole, oh, will they coexist? Will they not? They're probably going to end up fighting that day, right? To like kind of build it a little bit more. But I do think that ultimately Stephanie Vaquer takes this match. Maybe Jade Cargill interferes and sets up that match, perhaps. I feel like they've been kind of hinting at that. Stephanie Vaquer for the win. That's my official prediction. John Cena versus AJ Styles. The match with zero build, but we all want to watch it. We all want to see it, right? I think, honestly, either one of these guys can win, and it would be no big deal. This is just a match for nostalgia. This is one for the fans. This is one for John Cena. The one thing that cannot happen, come here, WWE. The one thing that cannot happen, the one thing, there's only one, Brock Lesnar interfering before the match is over. I will accept Brock Lesnar interfering after the match to set that up if you want to. I don't want it. I don't think anyone else wants it. But I'll give it to you if that's what you want to do to set up that match. Or any other match, right? If you want to set up any other match for John Cena, it can happen after the match. Someone can come out and attack John Cena, sure. But this match needs to finish clean. There needs to be a clear winner. And that winner will probably be John Cena. My official prediction for this match is going to be John Cena. Again, it doesn't matter because we all just want to see this match happen. We all just want to see AJ Styles versus John Cena for one last time. For both of these guys, honestly, right? Like, AJ Styles also is on his way out. So, like, it's a perfect match for both of them. It's going to be awesome. They're probably going to, raise each other's hand at the end of the match. And it's all going to be warm and fuzzies. And that's fine. And some grown men might cry. And that's okay. John Cena. That's my official prediction for this match. We then have Cody Rhodes against Seth Rollins as our probably main event. That's what I'm considering to be the main event. And I feel like this is the match where WWE needs to pay it back for WrestlePalooza. WWE. Don't do what you did at WrestlePalooza here. Okay? We need something. We don't need a C pay-per-view. I think ESPN deserves better. We don't, but I think we deserve better. I think you built up the last PLE so much, and it was a meh PLE. This needs to be better. There needs to be something to have us talking after. And I think you can give it to us during this match. Seth Rollins has to win. Right? I think everything that Paul Heyman said on Monday is true, right? In terms of his character. If Seth Rollins loses, there is no reason for Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to stay behind him. There is no reason for anyone to fear this guy. If Seth Rollins loses, Paul Heyman is a grifter, man. He only goes to the winners. There is no reason for Paul Heyman to stay at his side if Seth Rollins loses. I know that they've been kind of pushing the whole potential breakup between Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. I don't think that's what's going to happen on Saturday. I do, however, think that they introduce a fourth member. I think something happens earlier in that match again between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns, which I don't know if they kicked them out or maybe they're just too hurt to stay, right? Like maybe there's just all types of carnage, and neither of these guys can come out to help Seth during the main event. And we already heard on Monday that Becky Lynch is not traveling to Australia. So I think that this is where the Vision introduces a fourth male wrestler to the group, right? Therefore, solidifying the group and giving us a big bad group leading up to War Games. Although I don't think that that's going to be the match for War Games, but giving us this group leading up to War Games. Maybe it's Brock Lesnar, right? Like, there is that Paul and Brock relationship, which we saw at WrestlePalooza, still very much a thing. So maybe Paul calls in a favor. I don't know if that's necessarily the fourth member that I want. I do think that the better pick, and kind of the pick that we all want to see as the fourth member, especially considering he just lost his NXT championship and is probably getting called up to the main roster, is Oba Femi. I think Oba Femi being a part of this group would make this group truly unstoppable, right? Like the powerhouse with Braun Breaker and Oba Femi as these, like, as the muscle, along with Bronson Reed, right? And Seth Rollins kind of just like pulling the strings. I think this group would be generational with Oba Femi. And that's what I think is going to happen on Saturday. I think it's going to be the classic, right? Like Paul Heyman goes on the apron to distract the referee while the referee's not looking. Who comes in? You can't hide him. You can't just put a hoodie on Oba Femi, by the way, right? It's going to have to be, oh, Oba Femi is going into the match, and then boom, takes out Cody Rhodes. And then Seth Rollins gets the 1, 2, 3. They all pose at the end of the match. Official prediction: Seth Rollins for the win with help of a potential fourth member. And in my book, my prediction for that member is Oba Femi. Let's see. Let's see if WWE will deliver. So there you have it. Those are my predictions, my official predictions for the 5-match card at WWE's Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you think I got wrong? All of it? Probably. I don't know. I just hope that WWE doesn't mess this PL up as bad as they did WrestlePalooza. I think there's potential here for this to be a great pay-per-view or PLE. And they just need to deliver. Even without some of the surprises that I mentioned, some of the matches here can really bring it home and can really tell a compelling story, enough for us to leave happy from Australia, right? So, I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you think they'll add a 6th match. I personally don't see it. There isn't anything else on SmackDown worth adding to this, considering the champions are already in it. But I could be wrong. Let me know if you see something that I don't. Since you've made it this far, make sure to drop a like on this video. Drop a comment telling me what I got wrong. And I don't know, I'm excited for this PLE. I think it could be a good one. I think the matches that we have, some of them tell a really good story and have a lot of potential. So anyway, until next time, peace.